Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny. What's going on, people? What's up, people? It is the day of another day that we call Tuesday. And with it being said, what's gonna people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe. And it's what we're living and knocking down doors and making your dreams come true. Now, of course, today it's like almost 90 degrees and stuff, so obviously I'm not gonna be in this bathroom that long because it's warm and stuff like that. But I want to talk to you about something in reference to where you just get tired. This is the thing. I'm going to talk to you serious today because, you know, it's a lot of issues and stuff which you already know I go through within the hormones and life and men and jobs and a whole bunch of things, stuff like that. And, you know, it's a struggle because you're trying to stay much more positive, and when you're trying to help people who have lost their way and they're discouraged and they gave up basically. And you sometimes as a human, we try to encourage other people not to give up and, you know, to keep fighting and, you know, don't give up. And, you know, I understand where you come from and everything that they're saying, you understand it. And it makes you kind of feel like a hypocrite because basically they're saying everything you really feel. And it becomes to a point where you become so discouraged because it's like, I can't help this person because I'm right there with them. You know, but you can't share that part with them because you have to put your personal feelings to the side and encourage them to move forward. Now, me, myself, I don't try to fit in because at the end of the day, I learned when I try to fit in, it does not work for me. I used to try to fit in with the hair. I was going through the whole thing with that, you know, trying to go to the job. You know, the black hair, the short hair, I did everything I could possibly do, but it's never good enough. I decided I was not going to try to blend in anymore, only because no matter what I did, it wasn't good enough. And if I'm going to get spooked, it's going to be treated like shit. It's going to be in the hair or the outfit I wanted to wear. I stopped trying to blend in a world that's not accept me as far as being me. I had to learn that people that I thought were rocking me are not rocking with me like I thought. That was the most disheartening experience of my life of living. When it came down to people in the LGBT, they were the one that's exposing me and basically trying to make my life a lot more difficult. And of course I thought it was the straight people, but it actually was people in the LGBT. So you become very discouraged. You try to keep moving forward and stuff, and a lot of times you ask yourself, well, why do I even bother? You know, why am I even bother? You mean the man, only thing he thinks is you are sex. He relates you to porn. Everything about you is sex to him. He don't even look at you as a human being. And as soon as you come to the point of, well, since you just want to have me for sex, and I'm not just sure, oh, I don't pay nobody for sex. But you're treating me like a whore. So if you treat me like a whore, maybe you'll pay me like a whore. Well, that makes you a prostitute. Well, that makes you a pimp. You know, it just amazes me when you're a person like me who's standing your truth and you go from battle to battle, the stumps and stumble blocks and falling down, trying to get back up, go through life without family, go out without parents, friends, discipline, men come into your life, you've been deceived, you've been tricked, you can't bring nobody home because at the end of the day, he may be the killer, he may be someone that watch you longer than you think, that wants you dead. A lot of men I've talked to and stuff, they're more angry than me because they haven't met me in person. And I have trust issues, which you already know, and the thing about it is that I've done a lot of videos, and those girls that's been murdered live my life. I took men home just like they have. And since I became an Ubala land, I never knew that it was this extreme as far as killing us. Now when I was just gay, it was a different experience. I could have been murdered there too, but when the media is blown up a lot more and it gives you an idea what's going on in the world, And I think a lot of times we get a chance to see a lot more things we did not know was happening. We're watching guys beat up females, and we're watching other guys tape it and laugh. We're watching guys beat up females, and the guy is camcorder laughing at him beating up a woman. They're not joining in to stop it. While watching a trans woman fighting back another man who's fighting her because she's trans. And I'm watching other people join us saying, leave her alone, and another person saying, stop. That's not a real woman, so she deserves to be beat the fuck up. I watch guys make little comments and sites and stuff like that, and I watch a lot of things of guys who are interested with us that turn their eyes away when it comes to the girls like us when we're being murdered and killed. I watch how they interact with not acting like anything happened at all. All y'all got it really rough, but you're not being a part of the solution. You're being part of the problem. Because at the end of the day, you see us the same way the rest of people do, as only as a sexual being. We seem to be kind of people that's been formed as far as not human until we become the kind of people that create a gang and just start attacking guys and people and start killing their asses. Then all of a sudden we become human. We become an army. We become someone that's very dangerous. In order to be respected, we have to act like a goddamn fool in order to you to see us as a human being. It seems to be not a big deal how many girls has been slayed and slain on the fucking street. Took a chance with a man who told us, I'm not like them goons. I don't give a fuck about what people say. Only to be tricked to let the guard down, to let him in the door to murder us. Oh, y'all need to just go out and get a job. That's why y'all, I'm glad the back page has been taken down from a woman who's being taken care of by her mother. Do not understand the situation as far as the struggle. But she can sit back and say those type of things because she doesn't know the struggle. She has a backup plan. Those who have the people that's in their life that's making sure they don't have to go to struggle as far as people on the street will never understand the struggle of a transgender woman or a trans man. And sometimes I get tired of talking. Sometimes I get tired of hearing people with their negative comments when it comes down to destroying another human being. They want to join in and destroy someone else too. And it bothers me. I know I would never be accepted. I've never been accepted, so I guess that's what God wanted the plan to be as a child growing up. Never to be accepted, so this way when I come to this part of my life, when I got there, it was not unfamiliar to me. Now some girls get here and they can't deal with this ID transition because it's too much. Because you was a cis male and you were passable, or a female, you were passable. When you come to the channel of being rejected as a child all the way to an adult, we don't miss nothing. Because we were never got the accolades that y'all once gave up. So we're not going to know what it's like to be accepted. And we're never probably going to be accepted. So we can go on jobs and interviews and stuff like that. They can reject us because we always got that type of treatment. But let me tell you something. Don't think it's easy for us. Don't think it don't hurt us. Don't think it don't bother us. Don't think we don't lay in that bed sometimes wishing to God we never wake up to see to be inside this world of misery. Don't think we don't hurt. Don't think we don't reach out for families and parents that's still alive, that's very young. And we watch other people with their parents loving them. Don't never think it don't hurt us. Don't never think it don't bother us. We have to create a whole new community, a whole new family. Because the one that's supposed to be there for us are not there with us at all. And sometimes we get tired. Sometimes we get tired. Sometimes we think about, why not just go and be a prostitute? Go online and just do porn. But then you have other guys that's done that and they're talking about this girl as being HIV positive, full-blown AIDS for doing porn, and they're on the ticketing sites and stuff, and they're doing this porn, and it was not supposed to be infected, and they all ended up infected. Most guys I know, and I'm talking about guys, regular gay guys, who've done porn, they're all HIV positive, full-blown AIDS, and the stories is not accurate what they're saying. Some make up stories because they don't want people to believe that they did not do the right things, the right tools. You knew better. Why would you do this? Why would you take your body and make it a temple that's going to porn and thinking that this person was saved? And it was not. They were tricked. And they targeted a younger audience. They wave the money into the younger order's face, and usually it's a black person. They wave it into their face, and they get the guys to come inside to do porn, and they give them something, they give them disease. Now a person is advocating for AIDS. And even though they knew when they gave their body up as far as sex, as far as selling, as far as survival, that it was a chance they take when they have unsafe sex with another human being that's happened to be male. But they took a chance with their body. Now they got PrEP. But does PrEP really work? Is PrEP just something so you can't be detected, that no one can really see it, but it's actually growing in your system? That's questionable. That's questionable. Anyway, like I said before, I love your feedback on this and your comments and stuff. You know, it's so sad because a lot of times you ever walk and have a lot on your mind. You know, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. It's not just yesterday, but a few other days. Yeah, I went to go make some coffee. Well, I actually put the tea kettle on, and I went into the room and stuff, and I was doing some work, obviously on the computer and stuff, and I was waiting for it to blow. You know, I got a tea kettle because if you're the kind of person like me who always thinking a lot on your mind, you need a tea kettle or something on, because if you don't, you'll either forget it's on or, you know, have water boiling and, you know, basically start a fire and stuff. So I forgot, you know, I was sitting there waiting, I'm waiting for the, you know, the tea kettle to boil so I could go, and I said, well, damn, did I turn it up? Did I turn it on? I walked inside the kitchen. The cup of coffee was already made, the sugar and everything in it. I do not even remember making the coffee. And I know no one else made it because I'm the only one here. So it was already made. It was sitting on the side. I don't even remember making it. That's how I know you could get so deeply lost within your thoughts that you just forget. Leave water running, walk in the room, you left water running, you left stuff out. It's just because your mind is so deeply in thought. And there's a lot of things that, you know, I try not to absorb too much negativity. And when people present it to me, when I'm doing different things and people present it to me, I try to keep myself away from it. Because I feel like negative energy needs to breathe on somebody. And as long as it's not breathing on me, I'm doing good. So when people come at me with all this negativity or try to show me something negative, I try to keep away from it. I excuse myself or I leave. I try to stay away because people that do negative things and says a lot of negative things only bring negative things, and the only thing they do is create a darkness they want you to exist with them in. I say that again. When people who pushes out negativity, they create a darkness that only exists within themselves that they're trying to pull you into with them. And I'm not going to be a part of it. So that's why I say to myself, I don't go outside, I say to myself, and I exist within myself. And it is what it is. Not saying everybody in the world is bad, not saying a lot of things are bad, but there's a lot that's going around this world that's very bad, it's very negative, and I try to keep myself away as far as mental frame of mind, because I see too much. And some people could just see it and pay no mind, but when you're the kind of person that's compassionate, that love people, it bothers you. It bothers you. Anyway, I just want to share this there with you, and I'm not sure how you feel about this. You know, do you feel like it's so much in your eye, even though you smile, doesn't mean that you're happy, and then you get tired of faking it, trying to help somebody, and you're like, I'm already going to give up my damn self, but I'm trying to help you. You know, trying to do the right thing because you're trying to make sure they stay okay, and you ain't even okay. Anyway, like I said before, subscribe to my channel. And of course, when your feedback and this, if something bothering you, like you need to vent and say how somebody let you down, the family that let you down, you had to carry the whole new family, you out on the street, you're trying to make it the best way you can. I love your feedback and this. Like I said before, subscribe to my channel, and at the top there's the Instagram button. If you follow me, I follow you back. And as a two-spirit woman, do you get upset because we're not taken seriously? Everything about us is about sex. Like, we're not even real. This is like the only time we get real is when we act like a damn fool. Anyway, I love your feedback and this. I love you. And thank you for watching. Text the rain.
All right, now come on, baby. Let's go on Instagram. Woo! Like I said before, if you have a story you want to cover, you can email me at ravenover@yahoo.com. At the top, there's an Instagram button. If you follow me, I will follow you back. Did you subscribe yet? Oh, come on, man. Subscribe to my channel. What are you doing, man? Subscribe to my channel. What are you doing, man? What you mean you don't want to subscribe to my channel? Are you playing with me? Come on, man. Subscribe to my channel. Love you. Love you.